What draws me to photography is the frozen moment, which is such a miraculous piece of storytelling. I always wanted to do something with my photographs about the foundation of history that gives us our culture. And that's what American Hands is about. The stories of common people doing extraordinary things.
American Hands actually evolved from my concept, my philosophical belief that what makes us truly human is the triad of our mind, our hands, and our heart. How we touch the world, how we change the world, how it affects us, what we think about that. I kept narrowing it down further and further. What can we make? What do we achieve with our hands? And even that was too broad. When I finally brought it down to the concept of those traditional crafts, trades, that were necessary for our developing culture, and focusing my camera on those people who are keeping traditional trades alive, it suddenly became a mission for me, something that I hope is going to continue for at least the next 10 years. I am doing narrative portraits of people who keep the old trades alive, such as a blacksmith, a bookbinder, glass blower, weaver, spinner, quilting, stonemasonry. And what I do is I spend time with each of these artisans. Some of them, it's a long time. Two of the quilting guilds I followed, one of them I had to follow for 2 years to see the beginning to the end of a quilt. And I take photographs, I visit with them, I spend time with them. I capture their stories visually and verbally so that I begin to understand it. I try all these skills, by the way. I have failed at just about all of them because, of course, it takes great discipline and time to learn them. It does give me an intimate understanding of what people are doing so that then when I give my lectures or I mount my exhibits, I can try to share that visceral experience with my audience. I especially love sharing that with kids. I go to schools and libraries and such and give lectures.
Why do you think that it is important to share Pennsylvania Hands exhibit with elementary students?
I think it's important to understand where things come from, where that t-shirt comes from, where the milk that you drank came from. And to understand that the early people who came to Pennsylvania couldn't just go to the store. They had to make it, and they had to depend upon their neighbors. And we also have to depend upon our neighbors now.
While I have received numerous grants in support of American Hands or various aspects of American Hands, it is necessary for me to seek additional funding if I'm to keep the dream alive of capturing, sharing, inspiring people with these stories. I need your help, and I invite you to get involved in American Hands. Any donation or contribution would be wonderful. Thank you.